South Africa now requires companies to disclose salary gap between highest and lowest paid employees.
Here's a summary of the article.
The Department of Employment and Labor recently amended the Employment Equity Regulations to include an updated EEA-4 form applicable to designated employers. It is our view that most employers will report between an 8x and 15x multiple. The higher the multiple, the greater the vertical inequality, he said. In addition to this overall vertical inequality, the horizontal earnings differential reflects that women with tertiary education earn 70% of their male counterparts, said Botha. This differential becomes even worse at lower levels of education where women earn 65% of their male counterparts' income, he said. Similarly, white and African individuals have a 75%, 10% access to medical aid respectively, said Botha. There is no doubt that employers and business in general will have to revisit their remuneration and benefit policies as more than 27,000 employers will be reporting their horizontal and vertical income realities by 15 January 2020. Read, this South African lied on his CV all the way to the top, here's what happened.
This post received a score of 68,476, with an upvote ratio of 90%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
In Sweden all salaries are public. They're a weird book you can subscribe to that lists everyone's salary in a certain region.
Same in Finland. I love the transparency. Anytime you wish, you can walk into the tax authority office and use their kiosk computers to look up anybody's name and see their tax records, including their annual income.
Honest questions. How is that not considered private information? Can you walk into any hospital and get health records for other people?
All the government's dealings, excluding confidential or classified information such as medical records, are public record. It is a trade-off to combat corruption, definitely, but I hardly consider my income a private matter in the first place. Any other management people that were there during salary discussions, these people I don't work with. 1. My banks are all in all, not quite sure how to equate someone knowing what sort of salary you got with say getting treated for chlamydia even though your wife's been away for work abroad the last 3 months.
I find this to be an extremely American sentiment, even to the degree where it is verboten socially but not legally, to talk about salary in the workplace. Knowing someone's salary doesn't really tell you much at all, but yet Americans see it as information to be closely held. I think it's a work culture thing. Companies want to get away with being discriminatory, so they stigmatize discussing salary.
Indeed. The only one who benefits from employees not talking about their salaries amongst themselves is the employer.
This would get abused so badly in the US. Our CEO makes $1 a year. Plus stock options and other benefits worth more than the rest of the employees' wages combined.
Much simpler, the CEO is not an employee but an independent contractor.
The CEO is just a shareholder.
The CEO is a figment of the collective workforce's imaginations.
Do you believe in the CEO? We're going to have to put you in the loony bin.
Where you'll get the opportunity to work if you behave.
And as a kindness we will keep your salary until you've been deemed stable enough to handle your paycheck.
For a fee, of course. So it's properly managed.
We will even invest it for you, and give you a nice 1.9% April. If we don't lose it.
And it's gone.
I understand that in South Africa the topic is about different salaries for different races, but that would be a nice to have everywhere so people will know what they can aim for. Also bad habits where the next employer asks you how much you earn before making an offer, so they can just give you A+1, should be prohibited.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.